I'm Jon Bridle, and I studied on the English with creative writing degree, and I graduated in 2001.
And I'm Dan Hobson, and I studied the creative writing degree with Film Studies, and I graduated in 2001 as well. We're currently writing across different channels for the BBC, for Mitchell and Webb and Scallywagger, for Channel 4 we're at the School of Comedy, and hopefully you'll see a sitcom from us within the next year.
The first proper piece of commission writing we ever had was for Bearded Ladies on Radio 4, and it was literally through open submission where they had a request on the BBC Writers' Room website wanting sketch material, so we sent stuff off, and we just got a phone call one night, and the programme was due to be on about half an hour later, and they just phoned us up and said, yeah, we're going to use some of your stuff, obviously just wanting to clear the copyright, because obviously we weren't going to be precious about it. We said, yeah, that's fine, and that was it really.
Well, currently we've got a script option from Big Talk Productions, which is probably most famously known as Simon Pegg's production company, and that's called Seeds, and that's been lined up for Johnny Vegas. And it's all about a guy who spends his youth funding his university lifestyle by making donations to a fertility clinic. And the reason it's been successful, I think, with production companies is that it's high concept, and that's what they respond to. If you can say it in a line, a big-time loser finds out he's actually fathered hundreds of different children. That's when all the ideas start sparking in the producers' minds, and I think that's the key to getting the sitcom script commissioned.
The reason I did the English and creative writing was that, well, for a start, it appealed to me that you could kind of combine modules from both disciplines, because I was always sort of good at English at school, and I liked reading, and I liked the idea of sort of reading novels, and we're going to talk about that side of things. But the creative writing aspect meant that I could combine that with being creative as well, learning about how to write scripts. So it was a way of combining both those things, not having to sort of opt one or the other, really.
I think the key thing that we've learned is try and find who the successful people are on TV and radio. Try and hook up with them, because they can do better things with your script than you think you can. You can't sidestep it, that's the key. And the best advice in terms of getting stuff on is, remember, it is a relatively small world. The whole world of TV and radio, there's not that many people. It's not like other industries. You can find these people. You can call up BBC TV Centre and ask to be put through to a producer, and they will put you through. You can find out emails. They are all approachable. If your stuff's good, they'll read it and they'll give you good feedback.
I think if anyone was thinking about coming to study at Derby, I think certainly on the writing front, it's to come expecting to do some work and expect to write yourself, and make full use of the resources, but be writing the whole time. You need to be writing all the time anyway, and never mind the assignments and everything else that you're given. You should be always thinking about producing scripts that you can actually sell. You're thinking about the future, thinking about what you're going to do next. So I think the main thing is use the lecturers that are there. Heed their advice, listen to what they tell you, and always be sort of developing and trying to write your own things in your own time, and be thinking, well, it's the first step in a career. It's not just a course. It's leading to something bigger.